thing's working. See if this is working. Scheduled for 2/3/10/32. Yeah, it's working. Cool. Let's take a look from the other perspective. Let's see. Why is it not bright, man? Looks dim. Dim, dim, dim. I need to change that. See if I can go into the edit then. Maybe. Maybe. Let's try this. I'm just gonna edit this goofy. Yeah. And capture D. Not sure if I can do this. I'm trying to see if I can edit the live stream avatar. Don't know. So I'm just playing around with the. So you can do multiple lives, can you? Manage. I want to manage this one. Edit. Customization. No. Trying to see if I can. Bitrate's low. Why is it so freaking low? Streams. Wow, no wonder. My bitrate is crap. But how do I update the bitrate from here? I'll look into it. Anyway, this is kind of where I'm picking up where I left off this morning. Oh, hold on. Yeah, dang avatar needs to be changed. That's what I want. I'll look into it. Anyway, this is kind of where I'm picking up where I left off this morning. Cool beans. Hold on. Oh, let's see. It's gonna take me a few minutes to get back into the swing of this. I'm slow. I'm a slow guy. Let's see. Put it over there with that. I don't know. Let's see. Yeah. Put it in the middle of the leg. Kind of neat thing here. I don't know. Oh, there you go. Yeah, so they got pretty busy. Ended up going and checking out some parts. Try to do a couple live streams from that, playing around. Where's my jacket? Give me a second. Oh, welcome back, yes, sir. Oh, crap. Ooh. So, my feet, going through the capsaicin stuff, kind of double up my socks, and they get like this weird, I don't know, pressure throbbing and different little things. It's like boom, 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 boom. I feel it now. So I went and I wanted to join a video stream earlier from, there's another person that has cancer, and did a stream on it, but I went to look at some parts for one of the projects that we got going on, and that whole thing kind of took me down left, took me way out in another field of things. Oh, hold on. But so anyway, just like I said, I'm just now had to go to town, and I picked up that little cooler right there, which I'm going to convert into a PC using a couple. I was thinking about a couple Raspberry Pis or this switch, but I don't know anything about this switch. Nintendo Switch. My mom had one that's been sitting around underneath the desk for a while. These things aren't cheap, doesn't look like. $289 from the start. But hold on, I'm still getting my mindset into this. Just got one of these things right here. And I'm trying to think if there's anything that I can use that for. Programming wise, I mean, now they're what, 3 years, 4 years old, 3 years. Just got a few games with it. Maybe I told her I'd help her sell some of it. Anyway, maybe I can use that as the screen for the. Let's take a look. This thing right here, use it as a screen for the. Nope, a little bit too small. Yeah, too small. But I was thinking something like that. Put a screen in there. Seal it up, and then it becomes its own standalone doodader. I have never used one of these switches before. Turn up, so I don't know how this works. But I need to do something with it rather than it just sit there. You know what I mean? Ooh, yeah. Alright, anyway, off of that thing for a little minute. See if I can get back to where I was at with the brain. So where I was left off at was I was researching things with the brain. And trying to get past distractions. I was kind of trying to also go in with the AI. Some of the AI stuff that I was looking at with this was this crazy dog. Oh crap, dude! Come on, man! Trying to get in the zone and just distractions, bro. You had your shot, buddy. It's crazy on Facebook stuff. It kind of went from doing likes to loves. All right, so some of this stuff that I was looking at with the brain, or I'm looking at all kinds of stuff. Tapping into my physical side, but also tapping into the mental side, all this other. It's a big circle of things that I'm looking at. It's like the combination of I'm all over the place. All over the place because for me to study and all that. It takes a lot to get into that mode. Oh my gosh, it's so hard. I guess I get what's called brain fog. Yep, brain fog, that's me, but that's. You don't eat bad food, drinking bad water, overwork, lack of sleep, stress, fatigue, probably all that stuff, lacking vitamins, minerals. A lot of stuff there. I don't drink or smoke. Get enough exercise. It's probably not enough water. I think where I left off with things was some of this. Yeah. Man. See what the mind goes through sometimes. I'm trying to find something on this page that's going to lock me back into my zone. All right, let's ask ChatGTP then. Exercising. That changes thoughts of things a little bit. Still trying to learn some of this crazy. How is that? I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go with. Yeah. So I'm right now trying to think of what to actually ask this thing next. I want to do it with something like the mental process, but I'm not sure what to ask it. Let's ask another one. So one thing that I had about fitness side, this is one of the reasons why I really don't want to get too active with my fitness side. I mean, I the yoga and all that stuff for stretching and stuff like that in general. Um, Basically, I don't want to get the blood flowing too hard. I don't know how. I have this. I don't want to say it's theory. It's just how I feel, or what you would call it. But yeah. So this bloodstream spread. That's when you're looking at the body and how active it gets. Like once you start to work out, and if you really work out, is that really good for your body with cancer? Like, say, example, if I went for a long run, right? In theory, you think exercise is great, but which it is for the most part, as long as you don't have something like this. Is my I don't want to say understanding. It's my thought. I could, I could be totally wrong with this. This is why I'm looking at this stuff. But yeah. So cancer cells can also spread. So this just makes me secondary tumors. Like it would be nice to, let's say, this is using the AI side, right? To generate an image or a video of these, um, sorry, when I'm looking at the screen, this section right here is actually on the other side. But actually, let me flip it so I don't do that. But put this one over here, this one in the middle, so I'm always focused on it. Yeah, like have a 3D model maybe, or even like just a video or something that shows like the different ways that this can, what do I want to say? Different ways that it can spread. There you go. And then, because a lot of that is going to be based off of your lifestyle too, I would think. Could be how you eat, could be how you activate yourself, right? So, like, this blood streams now travel to distant organs and liver lung, often, no, not that one. Or was it that one? There was one that I just saw. Oh, there it is. Direct invasion. So that would be it expanding, right? Kind of going out. And if you, my, my cancer is wrapped around. I could see it says not invasive right now, or has an invasion right now, but it could. And it's pushes against, mine's pushing against the bile duct, or was pushing against the bile duct, and that's why I had to they put the stent in there. I do have, I want to say a lymph node that's a bit bigger than normal right now, but even then, it's like, which lymph node does it travel to more? You know what I mean? Like, which? Hold on, I gotta reply. So anyway, yeah, the stent. Like, I think about the stent too, right? They put it in there, and you think about all the stuff that may happen with this stent. Like, I want to say, like, somehow they said it disappeared, it fell out, came out. I'm like, how the hell does that come out of the system? I do have images of what the stent looks like. On the CT scans, you can see the stent, and it looks like it's a metal band. It's like a Chinese handcuff that kind of goes like that, right? The opposite, expands versus contraction. At least that's what it looks like. And like, just in imagining how that gets embedded in there, what happens over time, possibly with your skin layer. Does that make sense? So the impressions it gets. Like, one time I had I got burned really bad when I was younger, and my ear, and it burned the skin, and the skin went over anyway. Ended up with the earring, skin growing over the earring. And it was just, I had to get it cut out, kind of thing, because the skin had already grown over. Because I couldn't touch anything on the side of my face, scabbed up, and then actually, the scab was fully over the ear. Then it's like the skin kind of grew over the ear or over the earring. Stupid me didn't pull it out, but this whole skin was all jacked up and crap anyway. So let me write this down. Actually, let's do the Google search. This number, by the way, is the comparison with AI calculations and your brain calculations. How many calculations per second can your brain do versus how many seconds can a supercomputer kind of do? And the winner is the supercomputer, actually. It's, where was I going to say? It is, holy crap, that is just crazy. I'm trying to count how many extra zeros there is. 3 extra zeros, maybe? Yeah. So the supercomputer that they're building is, that's not 3 times, that's like crazy amount, but way more than your brain. But that's one thing doing one thing, so it's like, and then imagine the amount of requests that it gets compared to what your body gets. But it also at the same time probably gets how many more requests than your brain does. So that would, I mean, use that amount. So basically it can make 1,000 times more than your brain. So I don't even know if that's right. I forgot on some of this math stuff how to do some of this. 1,000. Yeah, anyway, it's way faster than your brain. We'll just say that. So this was looking at, it's the GPUs basically, if you know the whole thing with the GPU. The difference with a GPU and a CPU can only process one item at a time, whereas a GPU can blast it like a shotgun and do multiple. So that's where you look at that. Just like maybe your brain, how many your brain is doing. What was it? I saw one with the eyesight, how the eyesight transfers multiple. You're doing depth perception, color is another. So thinking about those things all at the same time. Granted, I don't know. Kind of late, so yeah, if I sound like a goofball, that's only part of it. Hold on. Trying to go to. Here we go. So, I found my windows here. I'm all over. you do duplicate of this. That one up there. This is. We're gonna go with this one to. Okay, so the one that I was looking at. Let's see. Hold on. Let's see if this didn't work. Oh, you piece of crap. So anyway, what I was talking about was now a thing that I'm looking at is this whole spread of things, right? That didn't work. I want to delete this one. Window capture. Yes. Now we're gonna go with new window. Granted, sorry, I suck. I've never done. I mean, I'm just constantly learning this software. Images. Yes. Okay. Why is it capture method? Okay, I guess that's why it's brighter. I went here and I go with. Alright. Let's go with transition here. What's this? A little bit too big there. Alright. So okay. Image transition. What like I'm just learning software at the moment. So one of the things, no, it doesn't allow me to switch back and forth. Fucking piece of shit. Sorry. How do I do that without? Maybe make a duplicate here. Okay, and then go to transition. Alright, so let's go with this one and go with this. Oh. Alright. Yeah, so one thing that I was looking at with this is, this why don't they just call it like spread within the thing? I don't know. Some of these wording is just so crazy. It takes me like 10 times to read it to remember, you know? Liver is the most common site for distant because of its direct blood connection to the. So one of the guys earlier. Sorry, I'm just. See if this can't create videos directly. How I can help plan script. Oh. Let's see, can you create image? Image of the different types. Create image on how pancreatic cancer spreads. So this is just trying, and I asked it, it's like I should have just said create an image. You know, some of this is learning their language, that ChatGPT's language. So let's see what it comes up with. There you go. The blood node or the lymph node that I was talking about is somewhere, you know, right here in this area. This is actually pretty interesting. But I don't see the pancreas on there. I see the liver and the stomach, but where's the pancreas? Should be like right, maybe it's hidden underneath the liver. I don't think this fully. I'm trying to understand this image. I didn't know you had lymph nodes right here. Don't know if this actually is any good or not. Here's an illustration showing how the pancreas spreads. Pancreas, and I don't see the pancreas though. It's not exact, so that's still gonna. Let's do this, and this is a different thing here, but teeth. Effect. I always get those wrong. How does your teeth play as? Okay. Right now my gums are kind of. Since I started doing the treatment, I've noticed that my gums kind of got worse. Like the receding side, or gums receding, and then across the hardening of the arteries. Additional renal heart attack. So maybe. Oh, that sucks. Huh? Does a lot with your heart. Oh. So I have diabetes too, so I wonder if that kind of work reversal. I get that period. Huh. Ooh, that was not good. I just jammed my finger underneath my desk. Okay. Weird. This is my current one. Right now I'm trying to look at the latency with the difference in the video from my desktop to the YouTube. Yeah, fun stuff. Give me something else. So that tooth that I have a problem with one of the tooths right here, and my thought was to get it pulled, but because of having the cancer stuff treatment or whatnot, my blood, if I bleed really easy right now. So basically, yeah, if I screw up something there, I can pretty much bleed to death. Sinus nerve, is that what it's called? That goes right here above this one, I think, right here. Let me look. Yeah, this one right here. Actually, it would be this one right here. Is the sinus nerve, the one that I'm looking at. I think I missed the S there. Bell's palsy. Probably spelled it all wrong. Okay. Oops, just tooted my own horn. I heard about somebody. That doesn't look right. I mean, this looks right, but I don't know. Your pancreas doesn't look like this. The whole thing's a tumor. See, like, what is this? Liver and piver? Tumor? I don't. Not exactly right. Show the pancreas. I don't know about these automatic generated. Some of these images are a bit too cartoonish. Like, it didn't even describe where it's at or anything like that. So I don't know if I can even make it to 12. I'm trying. Trying to think of what I would talk about. With that, I should just shut up and just type stuff. Here's one that, let's try this. Can you No, I don't need to do that. It should already have it automated. I was gonna see if AI could create an audio version of that page. Yeah, I think my mind's already spent for the day. So I'm already throwing in the towel. What? That almost looks like an AI generated image. If you look at the images that AI generates. Plus it has anyway. So you have the vein and the artery, which pretty much look the same. I mean, other than difference in the colors, what's the difference? Which we will get there. The one just flows in one direction, one flows in the other, because it looks like they're all. One just goes out, one goes in. What is the volume on that? Okay. Arteries transport blood away from the heart. Arteries transport blood away. So I guess the capillary is the heart. Okay, hold on. Let's go back to AI. Show me some arteries. No, hold on. Let's read through this again. Arteries transport blood away. Looking at a different screen. See, like this, man, I have to constantly, it's going to take me a while to. Artery is away from the heart. A vein is return. Alright, stuff's still gonna take me a while to just drill it in my head that that's what that is. Remembering the names, I have to keep doing it. Like artery is away. No, so there you go. There's an easy way. A for artery, away. Vein, vein is return. But does it look any different in the system? You know, like so like when you go get blood, right? How do you tell what's the difference with the vein and the artery? It says your veins are expanding, but couldn't you see your arteries the same? Or is the diameter different? You know, artery is away. It's smaller, so some of this is what I'm thinking is okay. So example, a car engine using the intake and exhaust. You have intake coming out, how it's compressed and goes out. Like the return line off of that, and even maybe the same with an air conditioning unit, where the thing cycles, right? That's how air conditioning thing works, and then it goes through a cycle where it leaves where it's cold. Let me see if I can even pull that up. Actually, let's just have AI do it. Show this aircon diagram. That graph, I meant diagram, but whatever. Hopefully it can figure that out, that I was an idiot. Let's see how fast Google is. Yeah, so AI is good, but there you go. Same thing, but it took longer because it had to generate it. Here's an example of, you know, you have the compressor, which direction did it go? Same thing. So see how it comes out, goes through the condenser, which then it goes down to the repeats, goes back to the evaporator. Just sits there and does the same thing. Compressor, heat exchanger, condenser. That's probably better. Dryer to get the water out. So your body, does your body have the same thing? Right? Let's take a look. Yeah. What are the pressures? That's where you get that cystic and so in a diagram it up. So forms of arteries and veins. Veins return blood vessels. Let me go back to this. The music stopped. The hell, boys? Oh, oh, where'd it go? Today the music died. Oh, you piece of poo-poo. No, just kidding. How does it extract that? See, I should have took anatomy. I don't know. In school, you don't really pay too much attention to this stuff, you know. Well, I didn't, because I have when they start talking, I have all these super questions, and it takes me. This is what I hated about school, right? Is I'm trying to. For me to wrap this in my head, I have to fully understand it, and it takes a while. I have to look it over. That's why if you noticed some of my looking at some of these images, that's what I'm doing. I'm studying the images so I can fully understand what's going on. So you have the artery, which leaves the blood, or supplies all the nutrients, all the stuff. The other one returns. So I wonder, yeah, the guy that created the AC unit too. Sorry, this is just randomness on this, but because that's basically your blood system, pretty damn similar. Um, Part of it removes the water. Which part's the heart? Maybe it's right here. The expansion valve, is that where the heart you would call the heart of the AC unit? I know I'm talking random stuff. Anyway, you can basically look at an AC unit as how your heart works, in a way. You know, this delivers cold air to it. Actually, where would your heart would be there? So let's look at this image again. Low pressure gas, low pressure liquid. And I understand why is it going through the differences. As this goes up, it goes from low pressure gas or low pressure liquid to low pressure gas. And I went to school for doing ACS. It's so long ago. And I have one buddy of mine that guy, he can remember all this stuff. I have a harder time remembering things. So I know it, but I can't seem to flip that Rolodex in my head to find it sometimes. The chemo stuff surely hasn't helped any with any of this stuff. Yeah, let's close that one out. Let's close that one out. Let's close that one out. And in my head, I'm just trying to relate the thoughts of the AC unit and your heart. Smooth muscles from the heart to the heart. And these are the capillaries. Do what? They wrap around every... Oh, it does, doesn't it? All your different body parts and all that. That's what feeds it. Here we go. Here's a video. Image. That's cool. Dang, that's some pretty good graphics too. oxygen. Yeah, so that's the image that I was talking in the other video. Shows all this. The arteries. Blood vessels, arteries, artery, oxygen, blood. See, I forget what this does. That's the arteries. Well, it has the arteries. Let's see if it has one with the veins. Yeah. Like, so the vein has a valve and the arteries do not. Is that because it's good? A equals RB, right? I don't even know what SVG is. Oh no, I'm losing it. So I'm looking for the artery. It says arteries. These are all veins. Vein. There's an artery. Coronary artery. Heart. They have one listed in there. It's your heart right there. Popliteal vein. Popliteal vein. What? Don't see it in there. This is what I was talking about a while back, how the blood goes like this in your system, goes up. You have a little bit of movement back to where that valve closes. Not a whole lot, but yeah, see, it's just like a diode on electricity or anything like that, one-way diode. Okay, whole mouth stuff. Okay. Yeah, but isn't the same, the one vein, your veins return, so that fills up, so, oh, I get it now. But your other ones would be depleted, so your arteries would get smaller, and your veins will get bigger with the tourniquet. So, sure, you're cutting off all blood flow, right? So, yeah, I mean, it makes sense, but I wasn't even thinking about why, when they do that to get the blood flow up. So, it's pulling all of the. I guess I never really thought of that, like, never really thought about when you go in for, they draw blood, right? They stick it in your vein and pull it out, but, so. They're pulling it out of the blood. You can't. Do they ever draw blood from an artery? Let's ask Google. Or actually, let's ask ChatGPT. Oh, is blood drawn from an artery? Bing. I didn't know that. Well, maybe I did. I just never really thought about it. Like never really thought about like how your blood flows and how they draw blood. So when they're drawing your blood from your system, it's the returning blood that comes from your veins. Which your veins is returned back to the heart. Blood is, so it's away from the item. So I guess my thought thing on this is, let's see if I can pull up the thing. So you get to the organ, and then you're pulling off. So if you're given a blood draw, right, because it all fluctuates in, goes down. I'm thinking, like, when I'm thinking on this more. How can I say it? Like, would your blood draw be different on your arm versus say your heart or a different area? So say you have an infection in your foot, right? And they draw the blood from from a vein down in your leg. So rather than taking blood from here, because this is that common where they take blood, right? Well, they could pull blood from here on me because they got the port. So, and that taps into the vein. So I never even thought of that really. Like, when you get an injection, right, or anything like that, where is it going? It gets sucked into the heart right away. So if they got the wrong one, or say they put it into an artery, it's going away. So there is that filtration side of things, or the arteries are supposed to be the good, the veins are the bad. I mean, it returns to the heart, and then the heart filters out the bad stuff, the good. So just the thought process on that is like, what would be the difference in the blood test? Just the oxygen and all that stuff that's in the one, or what? What would be the difference with the blood? Like, let's say this example, this image is an example. If you drew blood here versus drawing blood here, what's the difference? This one, of course, takes all your waste and everything else back in there. But wouldn't you want to know what the good stuff is that's getting injected to you? Or maybe that's just a calculation based off of what you get from here. So this is what's left, right? And can you base your blood? I'm trying to think of other examples of why that would why that would be important. So I also worked in a semiconductor for a while, and I don't know, I like troubleshooting things, trying to figure out solving problems. So it's kind of I like it, but it takes me a long time. So oxygen and nutrients and all this is wasting carbon dioxide. So Santa says it there. It's like, so how can you tell what nutrients you're getting in the system, or how much you're getting in the system to how much your system is using, like, versus the export. All right, so now I need to figure out where. Go back to ChatGPT again. Yeah, well, that's what I mean, is you would be looking at that. I don't really. I don't say worried about that infection in my tooth, but yeah. Basically, the tooth is moving around. When it moves around, it's infected in there. And I was hoping that I could, it would slow down, but. And then that's the same thing. Well, let's say, with that being said, it's like, if you go get surgery done and all that stuff, and how are they gonna? My immune system's already compromised, so how do they know what's good and bad for the to keep prevent it from getting infected. So, example, since my stuff is immune system slower, right? You would think, what do you call it? I don't even know what they call that stuff now. But yeah, that's a problem. Because basically that infection is getting all through my body, and those things kind of link up. If I put pressure on there and go up and down, I want to really just put a hole in there and let it drain. It's got some kind of, not a huge infection, but we take that shit for granted sometimes. But what I'm doing is, yeah, it's nasty, I know, but whatever. How does my, I mean, I try to take care of my teeth, but at the same time, I don't let them go. I rush them all the time, but I never really got it right, I want to say. And what I mean by right is, I mean, I got too hard of a toothbrush, too soft of a toothbrush. The amount of time that I brush probably is not enough. Because I know, like, I went to the doctor sometimes and they're like, you brush too hard. When I was a kid, man, I screwed up my teeth. Not, oh God, see, that's nasty. And that's just from my mouth. So you think about even all that, how that smells, and then like what's in there. So what's causing that? But anyway, when I was a kid, my teeth weren't super white, and being the fixer guy that I am, or always curious, I wanted to have really white teeth. So what did I do? I thought it was, and this goes into, I don't always know right or any of that. So I bust out with some sandpaper. Yeah, fucked them up. It wasn't heavy sandpaper, but still, nonetheless. I don't know how much I damaged them, but I did damage them. That much I know. My dad watched his pimple popper, so this is nothing. But it's making it kind of like, yeah, that thing needs to be lanced and then, or the tooth pulled out. Pushing, I know nothing's coming out, but God, it just stinks. Yeah, so if you have any kind of infection in your mouth, that causes bad breath too, So I'm pretty sure, like when I push on it, it's kind of like that. It's fine. I'm fine until I push on it. I don't know why I'm telling all you this stuff. Anyway, but it's right around the sinus too. That much I can tell, because I can feel it in the sinus. And I say sinus because that's where the Bell's palsy thing, because I have the one teeth that was right behind it was what caused the Bell's palsy. So if they It's jacked. I had to go to a specialist on that one because it was right next to the sinus, and the regular dentist didn't want to pull it. Yeah. Anyway, damn. So I can already imagine like coming up to somebody going, "We push that." Go up to somebody talking to them, fucking breath. Oh my god. Oh, what is it? Somebody posted a topic. It's like, what is a crazy smell that it just you like or not like? I don't like that smell, but you just kind of you're trying to figure it out. Maybe I don't know. Anyway, gotta stop jacking until I go to the dentist. Let's see. Let's see if I have it on this side. Nope. Oh, it's on that side. But let's do this. Oh yeah. Difference, man. It's weird. Fucking I gotta go wash my hands and get ready for bed. It's crazy. Yeah. Just from jacking with that one side. All right, ChatGPT. We'll call you a day. Let's say all this stuff that I'm looking at, the heart, the blood, different CT scans, all these different things, even my teeth, all that. They do. I can see where the later picture of it all will go, but I have to get enough understanding of certain areas before I can fully grasp the whole thing. You know what I mean? Like like to know where I make mistakes or whatever, because I know that I made a, like I was saying with my teeth when I was a kid doing the sanding on the front, and because I always wanted it white, nobody told me, nobody stopped me. Didn't. Yeah, kind of a bit of trauma later about that, but whatever. Oh, by the way, that's my stent in my pancreas. This is the stomach. Here are the kidneys. I'm kind of looking at these things. This isn't how you would normally look at the CT scan. But you can do it this way if they're grouped right. Because it's just walking down the stomach, but they piece it together somehow too, and then there's, or maybe the machine. Like what date was this? So this is January 23rd. That was this, yeah. That's all that's here. Oh. These are images, right? But there's a way that they can piece this together, and it pulls out the sides. There's the liver, my spine, the ribs. I have some side ankles. Like looking at this picture, right, as an example. Like what's What's the dealio? Why is it bigger on one side than the other? See how it's crooked? Am I just tilted with my shoulders off to one side more? Shoulders are right there. This is how it's going through the system. There's the stomachs over to these are the stomach on the sides. Oh, like that. That's one of the arteries right there. So try and do seeing how like the veins and the arteries in here. There you go. See the one runs down the back, right? That's this one right here, or this one right here. Is it the major artery branches? Arteries, wise? Is it an artery or vein? So you would have a vein and an artery going down each side. Actually, yeah, no. There you go. One's on one side, one's on the other. According to the picture, right? So there you go. There's one right there. Actually, you can't even see. Oh, there you go. So there's one right there. Another right there. But why is this one strapped around the... Oh. That supplies. That's going to be the artery. And that one's going to be the vein. Right? Because this one's supplying all the blood to the backbone and all this other stuff. And then it gets picked up. I'm pretty sure that's right. Yeah. So go back to pancreas and all that other crap. Let's see if we can find it. Close this now. Let's do this. Now don't be using my email, people. Oh, there. I remember doing all this stuff in school, but it's been so long, man. Yeah, like let's go here and go we'll bookmark that. Done. See how it works. Hold on, I'm gonna turn off this other. Oh, you're not even seeing it. My bad. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. It's pretty neat. Anyway, alright guys. That's about it for my studying of this crap. I know I'm all over the place. I know probably I don't make sense at all on a lot of stuff, but I'm just thinking about it. It's kind of it's like solving a puzzle. You know what I mean? I don't really like doing the piece puzzles together, but you know, the paper puzzles, I don't mind. I actually enjoy putting, like, say, a car that had nothing together, putting it together and coming up with how to make it work. How does this work? How does that work? So yeah, this stuff's kind of interesting to me. So, like, that's what I'm doing right now, is just sitting there in my head thinking of different things. Anyway, all right, I could bore everybody, but, and I'm pretty sure this did anyway, but a lot of this stuff for me doing this is, a lot of it's for myself, a lot of it's a learning curve, not just, or learning stuff, not just about the cancer, AI, or any of that stuff. It's about even learning how to do these videos. Wow, so I'm recording for myself, but sharing them so other people see that it's just, you don't have to be the brightest guy in the world. Just, you gotta go out there and do things, you know. And to show that, you know, people think that I'm a really smart guy, but actually I just put a ton of work into this stuff. When I do, I have to analyze things in my head, and you know, yeah, just this stuff takes time. Anyway, peace.